Okay, hello and welcome to Dead Space 2 the demo. This is actually going to be our first adventure into using a capturing device for the computer, as well as trying to figure out how to make the audio work as best as possible. Right now, kind of working in a very, uh, I guess, the very, duct tape and glue sort of fashion. I'm doing a voiceover for something I pre-recorded. Hopefully on the next run through, what we'll be doing is using a device separated from the actual video capture device so that I can record in tune with everything. But for now, this is what I've got, and this is what we're going to try to work with and see how well it goes. So we started out the demo. I kind of skipped through all the opening sequence stuff because I don't want to have you guys sit through all that. Finding out quickly the basic functions of everything. All the guns still have their first and secondary fire, and you got your basic melee attacks. Controls still feel pretty solid. Could not remember how to sprint for the life of me, but it's probably not that necessary. Uh, it kind of jumps you in, starting in like a cryogenics freezing chamber, and there's a few rooms that we go through here where it's pretty much the same stuff, and I'm just kind of taking it easy because this is a horror survival game. And as you can see, it does look pretty bleak and terrible, and it's so many noises going on around you that make it really hard to distinguish what is a clinking sound and what is a creature coming after you. Um, so it's really filled with all kinds of creepy lighting and creepy sound effects. Um, Here pretty soon we'll figure out some more interesting things about it. I think coming up here, there's yeah, right here. This is where I pretty much crap my pants, and yeah, I lost it for a second. I freaked out. You saw there, I tried to hit what was at me, but I guess Isaac Clarke is a little bit further along in his craziness than what we might have suspected. He's seeing things. That's the only one we encounter so far in this whole bit, but yeah, it's pretty awesome. I think here pretty soon in the next room we will actually see our first necromorph. I'm not sure still why there is currency in the game, in the demo anyway. Maybe there are things you can purchase. Maybe you do encounter a shop, but I mean, there's still currency. You still pick it up the same way. Your menu system is still very similar, where you can it opens up from your chest piece from your rig. You can still see your health bar on the back there, and you still got the stasis parts and everything. So it's still pretty much all the same stuff. I think this is where we see our first necromorph, maybe, possibly. Probably busts out from one of these chambers. Or maybe I just get hit by some gas and we continue going. That's quite possible. Yeah. And it seems like this first bit takes a while to get through, because I walked through several of these rooms and there's not much going on. I don't know if that's just to make you calm and then throw some stuff at you, or what. But here pretty soon, I'm sure we'll get into the thick of it with some of this stuff. Should be the first one right here. Bam, there we go. And of course, aiming for the chest at first. And then these are the spitter ones that I guess will spit on you. And it's soon here we'll see that it will start to corrode the armor and actually do some damage over time to you. And I'm just trying to break him down so he doesn't hop back up. Classic paranoid Dead Space style. Oh, and then here's where a bunch of them come after me. As soon as I'm done staring at that, start to hear creatures and things. There's one. Start blasting at that. And then another one should jump out. Oh, no, he gets back up. That's right. I get a little freaked out and start running out of ammo in my plasma gun. Plasma cutter. Start unloading on this guy. And then he gets up again. Starts to run out of ammo, yeah. And then that's when it switches over to this weapon that I'm not sure what it is, but launches them. Seems like a strong weapon, but that's when I started to realize that I do actually have more guns in my disposal, and then I start going through the menu to see what they are. And then I find the line gun, which is actually probably my favorite gun from Dead Space 1. I'll probably stick to using that for the rest of the demo. Pick up some more cash. See, and that's the part where you've got the spitter that launches goo at you, and you can see the armor is corroding there, and it kind of slows you down a little bit too. At this point, so you get up, cut them down with a line gun, probably smash up those bodies a little bit, just make sure they're not kicking. That's never fun. Pick up some more stuff. Probably head into the next room now. There's all kinds of crazy machinery going on. I didn't watch enough of the intro to know whether or not I'm still on a ship or if this is the middle of a city, because I know they did talk about how this would be placed in the middle of a futuristic city. So this could actually just be in some kind of factory that's on a city. There you see we still have that tracer line that you could put down, which I think was a really cool feature. Here we have some of the audio log. In this part you actually get to hear Isaac Clarke talk, which is a first for Dead Space, because in Dead Space 1 he was very silent. You never really heard him talk. I mean, you didn't even really see his face in the game, and I think you'll actually see his face in this one too. Here I mess up and I do the secondary fire for the line gun, and it's an explosive, and I forgot about that, and here it knocks me down for a second. Yeah, there it is. I'm good at playing video games. This part was a very weird puzzle. We're getting towards the end of the demo here. It was really weird. I figured out their interesting hacking game, which takes a little getting used to, but could not figure out how to solve this puzzle with the rings. I'll have to come back to it later when I have more free time. Just rip that panel right off there and start tugging at some wires. That's actually really cool. You use your analog stick to rotate around that circle right next to Isaac's face, and you get to... I'm doing it wrong initially, but you have to light up the correct circles, and you only get so many chances to do this before it just flat out kicks you off. But you have to light up turn it around until it hits the blue spots, and then you hit that. You have to hit it 3 times in a row, and then you get the whole thing on the rid. But I keep messing it up, and eventually here it actually will just kick me off because I take too long to do it. But then third time's a charm, and I do get it right. Visuals on this game are actually relatively impressive. They pretty much look very similar to how it was in the first one, but... Oh yeah, see there, kicked me off. I should get it right this time. The sound quality is great, the visuals are pretty good. I do like that they're sticking with that very similar aesthetic. There we go. Hacking genius. Gain 3 hacking skills. But yeah, this part was weird to me. This is probably where we'll finish.